Good day, everyone. My name is Adinda Safrina. I'm a lecturer from SB Bandung, Indonesia. I'm truly honored to be part of Art Mutual Learning 2025, the art exchange and cross-cultural dialogue in the AI era. I hope you will enjoy my presentations and please allow me to share the file I've prepared. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to speak here at the Paris Symposium held by Sichuan University, China, and to share some thoughts on a topic that sits at the intersections of culture, design, and technology. My talk today focuses on the questions: how can we ensure that AI-generated interior design respects and reflects cultural identity, especially in a diverse country like Indonesia? As designers and researchers, we are now witnessing how artificial intelligence is increasingly involved in the design process, including the way we imagine and present interior spaces. Before we begin, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Adinda Safrina MDS, and I live in Bandung, Indonesia. I am currently a lecturer at ISB Bandung in the Faculty of Fine Art and Design. My focus is on interior design, particularly space-saving solutions and the design of communal and shared space. We'll talk about Indonesia. Indonesia is the largest archipelagic country in the world, with over 17,000 islands, with a population of more than 270 million. Strategically located between Asia and Australia and the Pacific and Indian Oceans, Indonesia is rich in culture, language, and biodiversity, with over 103,000 ethnic groups and hundreds of local languages. The national motto is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, reflects unity in diversity. Indonesian culture as a living spatial identity. Indonesia is home to hundreds of ethnic groups and traditional architectures. These spaces are not merely functional, they reflect values, ritual, and way of life. Take the Rumah Gadang, for instance. It's from express community values and social structures, or the Pendopo Jawa, designed with openness and balance, reflecting both social and cosmological harmony. Tongkonan is hierarchical, with ritual and heirloom areas oriented north-south to reflect ancestral and cosmic ties. In each of these, space is a cultural expression rich with meaning and intentions. These traditions are not static, they continue to evolve, but they remind us that in Indonesian cultures, interior design carries deep significance beyond aesthetics. Indonesian culture in interior design. When we talk about aesthetics, we are talking about perceptions, and perceptions is shaped by cultures. In many traditions, what is considered beautiful is often related to balance, symbolism, materials, craft, and traditions, rather than only visual harmony or modern style. For example, the placement of a doorway might reflect more than functions. It may respect for ancestry or local cosmology. In this sense, aesthetic in cultural interior design is not only about appearance, but about meaning and connections. In recent years, AI became a powerful tool in the design field. Tools like Midjourney, DALL-E, or others allow us to explore concepts quickly and visually. Many designers today use AI to experiment with layouts, styles, and visual storytelling. This brings efficiency and creative possibilities. However, AI systems are trained on large collections of visual data, mostly drawn from publicly available images online. As a result, their outputs often reflect styles that are more commonly represented in those datasets. This is not a fault of the technology itself, but a reminder that representations in data shapes the outcomes of AI. For example, if the most of data used to train AI comes from popular global platform, then the generated design may lean towards styles like Scandinavian, minimalist, or industrial, or even Japandi. When we ask AI to generate traditional or cultural spaces, it might do so by associating certain surface features like materials or colors without a deeper understanding of their symbolic meaning. This means that AI generated cultural design may look appealing, but they might not yet capture the values, ritual, and spatial logic behind them. It is not about the technology being right or wrong, but about recognizing its limitations and improving how we use it. We asked the AI to create a living room inspired by traditional Padang design, and this is what we received. The AI-generated living room presents a modern furniture arrangement with limited integrations of traditional cultural elements. The spatial layout does not reflect the social hierarchy or ceremonial function characteristic of Padang's interiors. Traditional motifs such as those from the rumah gadang and songket patterns are used primarily for decorations rather than conveying symbolic or cultural significance. Additionally, the choice of materials such as rattan and soft woods leans toward of a tropical modern aesthetics rather than utilizing authentic West Sumatran elements. As a result, the design offers an ethnic touch but lacks deeper cultural representations. This is the challenge for Indonesian spatial identity in AI. The image that we received mostly have a visual homogeneization, less of spatial philosophy and cultural symbolism, and decorative only. As AI tools become more integrated into design process, we have an opportunity and responsibility to ensure that cultural diversity is not unintentionally simplified. In the context of Indonesia, where spatial traditions are rich and diverse, we need to ensure that these identities are included and respected in digital design tools. Without intentional input, cultural expressions might be underrepresented or misinterpreted by systems that are not yet culturally aware. Again, this is not about rejecting AI, but about engaging with it carefully and thoughtfully. Spatial traditions are wide and deeper rooted in local values and way of life. To make sure these are represented well, we need to be thoughtful in how we use and guide AI technology. So what should we do? We have to enrich AI literacy and cultural interior data repositories. We have to, by introducing in knowledge of traditional spatial concepts, local aesthetic, and cultural values, this effort aims to improve AI understanding and interpretations of cultural-rooted design, enabling more contextually relevant and meaningful outcomes in the design generation process. As a designer, we must developing AI literacy among designers is important. By understanding how AI works, we can ask better questions, give better prompts, and interpret a result more critically. Building cultural informed data sets, they could include not only image of traditional interiors, but also contextual informations, meanings, functions, material, and spatial intentions. Encouraging collaborations between designers, cultural experts, educators, and technologists, the more perspective we bring to AI development, the richer and more inclusive the outcomes will be. We have to make AIs as a creative partner. AI has a great potentials. It can help us experiment, visualize, and communicate ideas quickly. But it is important to remember that AI is a tool. It learns from us. It reflects the data we give and it gives intentions we place behind it. Let's think of AI as a creative partner, not as a cultural authority. We can use it to explore, but we must also bring in our own knowledge, experience, and cultural insight to guide the process. In conclusions, interior design is not just about space, it is about identity, values, and relationships. Let's ensure that as technology advances, our cultural richness is not left behind, but carried forward with care. Well, this is the end of my presentations. I really hope that this session has provided you with new insight. Thank you for your attention, and hopefully we can meet again in another occasions.